So what's up, my beautiful people? You've watched my videos and you all understand that we are talking about change. In these videos today, I'm going to talk about the Kenyan Gen Zs, you understand? The young people in Kenya, those born between 1996 to 2000 and 2013, you understand? So this is the generation. So this is the generation that is really active. Even if you see, if you find, you go to YouTube, TikTok, you find them, Twitter, you find them, Instagram, you find them, and even if you go to web developing, like in the modern world, they are the people who are steering. You understand? Our old people, our fathers, grandfathers, they don't understand anything. They only know that God will help us do everything. When God gives you life, He gives you everything, and you have to use the life to do everything. So I'm waiting for God to do this to me. You understand? So I'm gonna tell you why I feel like the Kenyan Gen Z are in another world. If you compare with their neighbors, Kenya and Tanzania, why should I include Kenya and Tanzania? Because things happening in Kenya and Tanzania, it affects. You understand? You'll find that if Kenya's economy is good, the citizens from Tanzania will migrate to Kenya, and the youth from Uganda will migrate to Kenya. They want jobs. You understand? It's the same thing. If things are good in Uganda, the same thing will happen, and that's why I'm making this video to tell you why I really feel like this. You understand? So there are so many things, but one thing is politics has become the part of this generation. You understand? They understand that it's politics that is making it, politics. It's our business. You understand? I just got information like when the finance bill, the budget was being read. It's being read the same day in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. But imagine in Uganda, these people, they don't even know that the bill was read, that there are some tax that was posted on different kind of goods and other services. So it comes to my mind that I try to understand, why is it that only Kenyans that they understand that that bill, they followed from point and point, they watch news, they get to know that it's that bill that will really be part of our life. You understand? And you get to know, why did they have to reject it? Because they read it. They knew that that will cost them a lot. Not only cost them, but will cost the generation and generation next. You understand? A bill is something important because that's how the economy runs, the country runs. So we have misappropriation of funds, and also funds allocated to different sectors of economy. So if you find that they borrow a lot, Kenya government borrows money for them to get dollars, and in that dollars they have to that strengthen their economy. So they decided that politics is part of our life, and we want to follow it. That's why you saw that they were on, or they were striking. They were on the roads. They entered the parliament to check whether who passed that bill. They came down and understand, you passed the bill, you are our representative, but you don't want to speak the language that we understand. Understand? So I came to understand that the Kenyan Gen Zs, this generation is really generation that they don't want nothing to do with stupidity and faultiness. Understand? So a lot really happened, and I really feel like they belong to another generation. Even our fathers, they don't understand, they don't give much attention about politics. No one cares about politics because they say, after all, that's our person. One, in this Gen Z, they don't have a leader. That's fact. Who will you call on the table? No one. And another thing is, they know what they want, and they know how it should be. So you cannot lie to them. So politics is a business. It's our business. It's our life. Because so they don't care about politics. In other countries, we don't even talk about politics. Like a country like Russia, you can talk about anything, but you don't talk about politics. Why? Because They use politics. People are in politics that have structured it in a way that if you talk about politics, then you are touching people's life. Understand? But then why do you vote? Why do you vote? Why do you have to campaign? In Russia, they don't even campaign. I've never seen campaigns in Russia. I've never. I don't know how they do there. Like it happens, but I have never seen. I've never seen governor campaigning. I don't know. So that's what happens. Then another thing, if you understand the politicians, they understand the politicians well. They know that politician, an MP, member of parliament, senator, governor, they are their representative. They elected them, and power belongs to them. Even if you go to Kenya's constitution, I'll show you something there. Power belongs to the people. Even if an MP is elected, they have to talk their own language. They have to represent them. So if I represent you, then I'll come and I tell, okay, my people, they don't want this. Or they said this. So I said, then I come and tell you, no, my people doesn't like that. So then nothing I can do. That's another thing. And they also understand that the money politicians are earning, they are walking around. You understand? You have seen how politicians are really misusing our money. They walk around with money they give out. That money belongs to the citizen. The salary they get, that belongs to the citizen. We pay taxes. We citizens pay taxes. So that's why, that's what brought the bitterness. Okay, you are misusing our money. You're not giving us the services we want. Schools, hospitals, electricity, and other amenities. You are not providing them. But you are flaunting. You are living a rich life. You are moving up and down, doing this and that. So how do you want us to live? When are those things going to happen? When are we going to see the fruit of politics? The fruit of having a representative? The fruits of politics? We have never seen that. Now we want to see it by force. Another point is that these people, they understand things, how much tax they pay, things they pay tax, they're being taxed on, kind of goods. So you can't overtax them, yet they also need those goods. Unlike other neighboring countries, who cares? Who knows even that they pay taxes? No one knows. So I'm also wondering, like, what the hell is going on in these countries? And these people, they're afraid. Once they elect a leader, they respect their leader. In Kenya, they respect their leaders in regard that they work for them. If they don't do that, they'll ban everything. Have you ever seen what happened? They chased them, they stoned them, they burnt their houses, they destroyed their properties, and like it was really painful. But at the end of the day, that's what makes a society different. That's what makes society grow. In Kenya, like I'm hearing the neighbors Tanzania, they're saying, "Oh, God will pay you, Mungu atawalipa, Mungu atawalipa." Lakini hiyo tabia mnafanya hiyo ni ya unyama. Which meat? Unyama gani? So that thing, you will never tell Kenyans that whatever they did is unyama. What is unyama? Unyama is meat. Meat, we eat meat. So if you bring shit in Kenya, if you bring shit, they give you shit. If you bring goods, they give you goods. Understand? Like it's just a messenger is never beaten, but sometimes you receive blows when the message you brought it doesn't suit the receivers. And in Kenya, or what I've learned about Kenya, in Kenya, president is a normal person. President is a normal person. Why? Why do you treat president as a god? Why don't you even want to tell president what they are supposed to do? Why do you give your president so much power that they feel like they are your bosses? In Kenya, any person elected as the president is not above the law. No one is above the law. We have a constitution that we follow and they stood by it. If you go against the constitution, then things will go bad with you. So anyone, I just feel for people who will come after this, like politicians, people who will want to become politicians after this, because anytime they will kill, they will destroy you politically. So once you have been destroyed, then you cannot go back. Then you'll blame yourself. So at this point where the Kenyans have reached, it's like you cannot lie to us. You've lied, like they've lied to us. They have really lied to us. And at this point, I think it's just a matter of you can't play with us. We are smarter than you. So in Kenya, the voters are now smarter than the people they elect. President is just a servant, not a king or not a god. If you want God, if you want a king, we don't do that. So I really feel like Kenya is another level. That's why I told you, ukiona mwenzako ananyolewa, tia yako maji. Na kama una maji, katafuta asali ukachovye, maana hauko tayari. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and if you really love my videos, then ensure that you leave a comment. Tell me, how is it in your country? What's the new face of politics do you want to see in your country? Because I would love to see a free nation, a nation where people can sit down and discuss something, a nation where politician earns the money he's supposed to earn, not to steal from the citizen. And I would like to see a nation that everyone speaks the same language. Everyone stands for the good and the benefit of their kids and their future generation. A country where you apply for a passport, it takes 2 days and you get it. A country where the digital world works better than money. Understand? Because in Kenya now, they say money speaks the language of God. Just imagine. So there's another God's language. Let there be. Let it be. Just do it. So thanks for watching. It's me, Lovey Talks. Much love.